So thank you for joining me today on this channel. Thank you for joining me. Hope you like the video and hit the subscribe button. Like the video and hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification button on YouTube, and let's see how it goes. I'm excited to be sharing the topic I'm going to be sharing today. I'm excited to be talking about this issue today. It's something that is very interesting. Online versus real life. Online versus real life. So, the idea behind this is to help people maintain the right profile online. Help people maintain the right profile online. You must understand that for young people, for most people these days, many opportunities might just skip you because not because you're not qualified, not because you don't have the right competence, not because you don't have the right qualification, not because you don't know the right people, but because of your profile online. And this will go a long way. Now, there are two things we're going to talk about in this video, and then in the next video we'll talk about the other two things. Two things we're going to talk about. First is the fact that social media is now real life. The life online is now real life. See, gone are the days when people just hide behind the keyboard and do stuff and get away with it. No, social media is now the real life. The real life is now social media. It's now online. Your life online is the real life. Now, I'll give you for instance, there are so many people. Merely looking at their status. For instance, on Facebook, merely looking at the status on Facebook, you can tell everything that goes on in their lives. So people merely following their status on WhatsApp, merely following their stories on Instagram, you can tell exactly where they are in life. Yes, many people live double lives. They try to portray a particular life on social media and then portray another kind of life when they are in person. But the truth is, real life is now online. Online is now real life. It is getting more and more difficult to separate the life people live online from the life people live in real life. For instance, I give you an instance. If someone is always posting, making people believe that, let's say, they are rich online. They're always posing with cars, with nice clothes, in nice places, and then in real life they really don't have those stuff. You would be able to tell that in real life those people are also posers. They tend to portray who they are not, even in real life. Those kind of people will tell a lot of lies. Those kind of people will be very not so straightforward in their way of doing things. So online is now real life. Gone are the days when people just hide behind the keyboard and do stuff and just fake things and say things. What you portray online is an expression of your real self. That's the truth. What you portray online is an expression of your real self. Now, very quickly, I'll just talk about this. Do you know that there's something called social media background check? Now, this is something that employers and companies and governments do to people who apply for jobs, apply for visas, apply for scholarships, apply for different things. People, they do social media background check. What's this about? Now, a social media background check is a system of background check where the person who is doing the check goes through all your social media accounts to look at your profile, to look at the posts you make, to look at the friends you have, to look at the groups you belong to. So you see, And then with these, they can determine the kind of person you are. And with these, they can determine if you qualify to receive an opportunity or if you do not. So when they do social media background checks, they do this to ascertain your personality. If it's going to be a job that they're going to offer you, they're looking at this to see how you relate with people, the ideas that you like, the concepts that you support, the campaigns you support, the things you like, the kind of friends you have, the kind of posts you make will tell them the kind of person you are. If you really would be someone who would be representing their company very well. So many people, they submit wonderful CVs, they submit wonderful applications, they have the right qualification, but then when it comes to elimination of those who are qualified, when they look at their social media accounts and do social media background checks on them, find out that these people do not fit the requirement for the job, do not fit. They will not represent their company, they will not represent the government, they will not represent the association in the best way that they would like. And you see, you must understand that social media background checks go back in time to at least 7 years. So when a company or a person is doing the social media background check on you, they go back 7 years. 7 years of your life online, and they check the consistency of the kind of life you live. If you're someone who was haywire before, or who was carefree, or who was just some sort of person online, or you were fraudulent online, or you were just not so truthful, not so honest online, when they check 7 years down, they should be able to figure out the point where you changed your lifestyle. They should be able to figure out the point where you change your lifestyle from that negative to the positive. They should be able to figure that out. And then if you're someone who has also been good before and then you change to being bad, they should be able to figure out when you change from being good to being bad. And then this will determine if you're going to be given the opportunity, if you're going to be employed, if you're, sometimes people apply for visas, and then when they go for the interviews, they tell them, some people, they just tell them, well, we're sorry, we can't give you the visa, you didn't meet the requirements. Some of those requirements are the requirements online. For so many people, they could be radical, they could be abusers online, they could be racial abusers online maybe 5 years ago, and then they apply for perhaps a visa to a country that takes human rights and racial abuses very seriously. And then when they look at your profile, they see that 5 years ago you called somebody a monkey, you racially abused somebody online. It automatically disqualifies you. They tell you, well, you're not qualified, you didn't meet the requirements, and so we're sorry, we can't give you this opportunity. It's simple. It's because online is now the new real life. People are very close in expression in real life to what they express online. They're very close. It's difficult to differentiate. So it's difficult for someone to tell me that, well, I just say those things online because it's online. It's because it's a trending way to talk, it's a trending way to dress, it's a trending way to behave. I just do it. But in real life, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. No, online is a new real life. Online is a new real life. So we must it's very important. Take this very important. And understand, do not forget, if you forget anything I've said here, don't forget that people do social media background checks. Many young people are jobless. Many young people are looking for jobs, and then they blame the economy. They blame some misfortune by someone caused by someone from their village or something, or they just blame anybody. But then When you look for a job in a very big company, in a company that is top class, in a company that is international, in a high grade company, when you look for a job in that kind of place, when you apply for a scholarship in a school that is top notch, that takes things seriously, you apply for a visa, you apply to travel abroad, you apply for this, you apply for that, and they do background check on your social media life. They discover that you are going to be someone who will not represent them properly. You're going to be someone who would cause problems for them, because they believe that what you portray online cannot be so much different from who you are in real life. So you must understand that online and real life is closely and swiftly becoming one. The new real life is the life online. If your life online is not good, your real life will not be good. People will judge you most times based on what they see online rather than what they see in real life. Most people do not have the opportunity to meet you in real life. They meet you online first. They will judge you by what they see online rather than what they see in real life. They might not have the opportunity to see you in real life, but what you portray online is the only thing that they see. There are so many celebrities, there are so many people that have fallen victim to that. Many people have fallen victim to being called racist and called so many things, not because in real life they were really racist, but because when they carelessly and without wisdom acted online, put up something on social media, it was taken to be that well, this is it, this is what we can see, and so it is. So do not forget, online is now the new real life, and people do background check. People do social media background checking. So do not forget these things. Thank you for watching today. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. On the next video, I'll talk about tips to improve your online profile. Don't miss that. Tips to improve your online profile on the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao. God bless.